things about working with a professional photographer. I'm good looking, and I have DMV licensed photos where I am photogenic. It's like, I'm photogenic. It's like, it's just one of those, like, it's just an attribute. It's not a, I'm like, of course it's me, but it's like, it's just one of those things, like, you are, you aren't, it's just whatever. So I've had DMV photo licenses taken, and I look, even when I was wearing like a bedraggled sweatshirt and it was rainy outside, I looked good. I was like, how did this happen? Thank you, God. It's like, 'cause you're stuck with that license for like 5 years, So that's great. Most folks, it's like, I look good, and then there's how I look when a professional photographer photographs me. I look like a model. Not like a model, like I'm actually gonna be like on Vogue or something like that, but it's like, I looked great. And I still look like me. And that's one of the things to look for, and I'll go into this more next week, in terms of what you look for in their portfolio, is that people look good and they still look like a human being. And this is one of the things about like stuff to be wary of when you're searching other people's profiles, is look that they've got photographs that kind of demonstrate they're probably a real person. They're doing stuff. There's a variety of pictures there. Even if they've got a couple, Southern California, it is not unusual that people are maybe actually an actor or actress or a model or some kind of a professional that way in the entertainment industry. So they might actually already have those kind of headshots and might include a few of them in their profiles. Like, this is fine, but if that's all they have in their profile, to me that's kind of like, it's like, it's not that they are fake. It's just typically, before I'll get into much of conversation with them, it's one of the things I'll be asking, oh, hey, do you have any other photographs? Of just not, hey, do you have other pictures? Do you have any other photographs? You get specific. Do you have any other photographs, of you just kind of like pursuing regular life, pursuing any of your hobbies or something like that? And they should be able to post that within about like a week or so at this point, because pretty much everyone has some kind of a digital camera in their life. Not everyone does, but it's pretty ubiquitous these days. If they don't, to me, that's just like, I stop emailing with them. It's like, just don't bother to email with them until they do. Because if I'm not worried about what are they. The label I use is they're a time waster. They're just a time waster. I'm not gonna bother with someone who I think might really be fake. Photos, the other thing you wanna do, and this is something you can do in that between time when you're kind of waiting to have your photo shoot with a professional photographer. When you are out pursuing some of your hobbies, so a couple things so hiking is one of those like things everyone mentions. I like to hike. I actually do. I have boots for it. They're not pink. I really wanted pink boots. And the friends I went shopping with pointed out to me, like, April, if they were pink to begin with after the first day of hiking, they would be brown anyway. And I was like, oh, okay. But I do have them, and I do actually go hiking. And if whatever your hobbies are, try to get a couple of just start collecting pictures. And because you know how some of them are going to be like, they caught you at the wrong moment. And then there's going to be like one that's actually pretty good. So you like to go hiking, have friends take pictures of you're hiking. You're next to the sign that says, Miles Square Park, and you're like, that kind of stuff, like gently demonstrating the genuineness of the hobbies that you mentioned that you like to do in your profile. Part of what you're doing there is you are both demonstrating I'm real. This is genuine. You're also demonstrating put yourself here. That is one of the things you want to lightly do in your profile. It doesn't have to be heavy-handed. And sometimes if it is heavy-handed, it's too much. It's just subtly you're communicating the kind of person you would be like to share a relationship with, to share a romance with. Here's how, I spend my weekend. Okay, yeah, Super Bowl Sunday, I'm guilty. I'm having pizza, beer, nachos with my friends. It's gonna be fun. And who you're rooting for. you're not going to post your profile this weekend. But that kind of thing, it's like you can say that in with that kind of a tone or voice, like a little bit sarcastic, a little bit humorous, it's like it's all kind of cute. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm doing that. It's not what I do every weekend, and then you mention, I really like to go skiing. And when you go, next time you go skiing, whatever it is, you're there next to the sign, whatever it is, gets photographs of you doing that. All these are things this is part of that seasonality thing. It's wintertime. If you like to go skiing, have a couple of pictures. If it's summertime, you don't have to have your skiing photos in there. I like the Olympics, and we all have goofy sports. What's that? Curling. I don't watch curling any time. I don't even watch it the entire time during the Olympics. But I'll probably watch a couple of, at least 15 minutes of it. It'll be just too funny for words. And there's always some kind of sport that way with the Olympics, whichever winter or summer that it is. And that's a seasonality thing that you can mention when it's the Olympics are on. And it's kind of like one of those top of mind things as well. All of these are things which also help people to respond to you. That's one of the things that's kind of happened. In the early days of internet dating, we were all just so happy to be talking to each other that, the women are typically the ones who had slightly better communication skills, ice-breaking skills, conversation starting skills, that if the man didn't demonstrate that much, we would really throw him a bone for the first couple of emails to help him out there. And women have been doing internet dating long enough now that we're much more sophisticated, and it's okay, well, I'll be a little bit forbearing with you, but only for about 2 emails, not 3. So both genders, I'm recommending weaving in those kind of elements of not just, oh, hey, I like to watch football. Oh, hey, I like to watch golf. It's a little of, this is what I do. Here are some specifics.